Good evening. What's up, everyone? All right. Let's get started. So, doing a little late night session. I've been super busy this week and getting ready for some travels. So, I'm going to try to sneak in this time. I love, though, doing the stream, that it's motivating me to really stay on top of my trading and stay on top of my account management. And that's not something I want to just put on the side. I want to treat it as a business, so I want to take it seriously and make sure I stay on top of everything. So I'm happy to have the moment to come touch in with the charts and check in on my trades and everything. So let's go straight to Bitcoin. Actually, I want to bring it up on this chart to kind of get out of the chart I've been looking at recently. So kind of start with a fresh chart here. I'll do Coinbase. Alright, I'm gonna keep some jams going. Let's see. There we go. Alright, perfect. So, making sure everything's good with the stream. And it is good. Alright, so I got my account pulled up on one screen, and I have the trading view Bitcoin chart here. There we go. Yeah, so Bitcoin is holding. For days now, we've been grinding to the right, but up a little bit, right? So we broke some of these, I don't know, we broke out of the zone down here. On the higher time frame, we're kind of at some resistance on the weekly here. So I don't know, I'll use a box. So before I look at my chart that I've been looking at, I kind of just want to look at a fresh chart to not be too biased. So yeah, we're kind of breaking through the bottom of this previous range. So it feels like, you know, we definitely got out of this between 75,000 and 89,000. So I definitely think this is really good. It also, you know, could kind of be resistance on the higher time frame. Let's go to the, I don't know, even the monthly, huh? So back down to the lower. I just want to look at this. Kind of with fresh eyes. Previous day close. Let's go to the 1 hour. And then I'm going to switch back to my normal chart. I'm going to delete my box. So on the lower time frame, on the hourly, on the 15-minute, whatever, we've been chopping. But I just think that's good. I think it's good that we're just holding these prices. So I'm happy for now. But I don't know if I'm going to try to be entering any more positions since I'm already in positions. I don't think I'm going to be trying to get in anything else unless I had a more technical setup happen. So that's kind of just my overall bias looking at that. I'm going to do the same thing but on my normal chart here. So starting on the daily. Yeah, okay, so how I had it drawn before, I drew from these lows to this high, so from 78,488 to 95,104. So, guys, I'm looking at Bitcoin first because I want to use this to kind of form my bias if I'm going to trade anything, if I'm going to trade altcoins or anything else. So, this is kind of what I always want to start with, and this is just at least what I've been used to doing. And at least want kind of confluence with Bitcoin if I'm going to be trading any alts. So I think right now it looks good for my current positions. However, I'm not going to enter any new positions. if alts start to rip and we continue to break out, I'd maybe get in something. Right here on my chart before I wrote, look for sellers here and maybe exit grid bot positions if BTC looks weak. So I already kind of exited my grid bot position in Bitcoin. I still have Ethereum and I still have XRP, and then I have a few swing trades on. So we'll get into those. I'm going to go down, top down analysis on Bitcoin. So looking at the 4 hour next. All right, let me turn that off. There we go. So looking at the 4 hour. Yes, I mean, so far it looks good to me. Reclaiming. Just gonna see if we can keep going. That was a nice rally right there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's held so far, so I'm cool with this. I kind of like my stance right now of not entering new positions, letting my current ones play out. Going to the 1 hour. This has all this crap on it. Hold on. What is that? Oh. Okay. It's a little better. So in the hourly, I don't know what I'd want to see on any of these lower time frame beyond a bigger breakout. So same range right here as on the hourly, essentially, or as on the 4 hour. On the 15 minute, it's gonna be the same thing. Again, I have all this stuff on here I gotta remove. That's not that bad. Wow, look at all these indicators here. There we go. So yeah, same thing. Chopping here. I guess I could argue taking a position from the lows if I was really that bullish, but since I'm already in some positions, I'm just gonna let those ride out. I'm not in any Bitcoin, so what I could do is cut some of my altcoins and then put them in Bitcoin instead if I kind of want to keep exposure. I'm kind of used to managing my portfolio that way, but it's just I kind of just think of altcoins as leveraged. So these are my swing trades here, so I'm just gonna kind of go through my current positions. I also have my journal open right here, and I have, or this is my log. Oh yeah, I have a journal too here. So let's see my last entries. So I just copied my journal from my futures trading, so I don't think I've put that many entries in here. I got some screenshots. Here we go. Let's see. Waiting for Bitcoin to confirm bullish reclaims and alts looking good. If anything, I would buy the bottom, the Bitcoin dip and or short alts, but I wouldn't long alts here. Check again tomorrow. So that was on the 7th. So let's see how good I did there on the 7th. I was saying buying the Bitcoin dip. I'll just put it on the daily. Oh yeah, that was Pico dip. Down here. And I did end up buying also after that. So that was on the 7th. And then on, when did I start entering? On the 12th, I bought XRP. And then on the 22nd, I bought Sol and FET. So nice. Okay, I got it here. Here's the 7th when I was saying that. Okay, if anything, just buy the Bitcoin dip. Would have been a great dip to buy. And then on the 12th, I added alts right here. Somewhere in here. on the and yeah, Bitcoin broke out and retested this range. Or oh wait, this isn't Bitcoin. What the heck happened? Where's my Bitcoin chart? There we go. Okay, I'll just leave it on the daily. That's fine. So 7th, yeah, that was a good dip. So that would have been the good buy. And then on the 12th, I bought XRP. And then on the 22nd, I bought Solana and FET, I believe. So that's right when Bitcoin was making a bigger push this day. Bitcoin was breaking out and I entered some alts. So that was a good play, going with Bitcoin's momentum and entering the alts. The FET position, I already closed out on most of the trade. I'm just holding a small runner now, like very small. Like I might as well just close this off and hold that as a moon bag. Solana still hasn't hit any targets yet. And XRP also still hasn't hit any targets. XRP didn't even fill all the way, and Solana really didn't fill all the way. So 2 more fills still sitting on Solana. It was up a little bit more. Actually, let's look at this. All right, here it is. I'm going to put it on a higher time frame chart. Let's just do like the 4-hour. Okay, so that was when I entered with that momentum, and we got 2 pushes, and now it's been fading. So I didn't get this other buy close. Okay, well, I like that I got the good entry in the beginning, buying with that momentum, and I still feel good about this trade overall. The targets are pretty high, but I definitely think it could happen quick. Just like look at this push right there. FET trade, might as well click on it. So it's technically still open on 3commas, but I got my first 2 TPs. So entry, stop loss. I didn't get filled all the way, but 2 fills. Oh no, I guess I just filled it once. Huh, I thought I'd filled it twice. And then TP1, TP2, and now just holding a very small runner. And XRP.
Large buy.
Yeah, only got 1 fill on this, so kind of sucks. But we'll see. I already have some XRP, so not too bad either way. Yeah, this looks fine. Where did I originally fill this? I need to put this on the 4-hour again. There we go. Okay, so I got 2 fills. Oh, that one says failed. Yeah, so I canceled that one and filled it manually. And this one's still on. So I got 2 out of 3 of my fills on this. And I'm holding for a bigger target. So I was in some good profit here. But overall, it looks fine. It looks good. Higher highs, higher lows. So exposure wise, let's see what I'm at. I'm gonna go to my portfolio. So I'm at 51% exposure. So my exposure is actually down quite a bit. So I was at 75% exposure. Wait, did I have a trade that closed? The Bitcoin trade? I think this was just me closing the grid bot. Oh, okay, I remember. This one was an experimental scalp. I only risked $7 on it. This was a day trade, but I was just kind of testing it. This one was the closing the bot position. I'm just gonna put that here. Closing bot position. Alright, these were just these were just selling the assets when I started the account. Going back to grid bots. Okay, so this trade here was the loss. So I'm gonna highlight that red, and it was minus, oh yeah, so I should have done that while it's there. Hold on a second. Let's go back to smart trades. Go down to history. Okay, even though it's such a tiny trade, I'm still gonna journal it, whatever. So it's minus $7.60, and then minus 0.7%. All right, so after taking that trade, my exposure was at 75%, but that was a really tight trade, so that I wasn't holding that for very long at all. So I'm gonna put it right here in the journal, 4 30 25 exposure, or 51% exposure. Alright, going back to the grid bots to check on these positions, XRP and ETH. I'll just full screen it. So XRP is still just rolling. We're in the grid, so it's making money. The bot is botting, gridding away. It's pretty wide, so it's definitely spending, chopping a bit before hitting different levels. If we put on the hourly, let's see how it looks. Let's put on the 4 hour. I don't mind it though. So I'm not going to do anything to this position. So far it's up 8.6%, $90, using $1,000. So I mean that's pretty good considering it's been running for 1 month and 6 days. Wow, that's crazy that it's already been a month and 6 days. That's wild. So, but percentage wise, that's really good. So ROI over 8% in a little more than a month. And this is a very small account, so only investing, not full risk, but investing $1,055 in there. And then the ETH hedge, let's see that one. It's still not back in the range, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So I'm just waiting. I turned the bot off. I didn't have it buy anything down here, even though, I mean, I'm personally bullish Ethereum, but I already have some Ethereum and some other like NFTs and stuff like that. So I wasn't trying to just keep adding exposure to Ethereum at this point. So I cut this. I used that for some of those swing trades and just redistributed my portfolio and didn't want to just keep buying. So waiting to get back in the range, but I'm still going to leave this bot open for now. It's still holding $900 or something. Oh, it started with 918. Right now it's at 1,011 because it already profited $93. But that is after de-risking some of it. So from what I originally had on it. So going back to smart trades. Nothing to do here. I'm just going to let this Solana and XRP hold. I guess I want to just look at some altcoins and then I don't think I'm going to take any more trades at this point. I'm interested to take some more scalps, but I'm going to keep doing them really low size. Alright, so let's look at some altcoins. I was playing with some of the bot features with 3commas and playing with the Pine script editor, so I'm going to make a video on how to do it. But you can actually use the Pine script strategies to trigger trades on 3commas, so I thought it'd be fun to do some experiments. I'm doing it right now on the demo account, and I'm actually just going to make a video about it, so I'll have a video out soon about how to do it, and then a future video on actually fine-tuning it and seeing if I can get a profitable strategy. Man, that was such a good pump. Wait, so maybe like the 4-hour chart? I don't need any of these indicators. Wow, that's looking really good. Okay, actually, I'm going to just start in the daily. Well, so far so good. Showing strength. Holding my moon bag. I don't have a very large position now, so this one's done for, but it's sweet to have a win. So I'm just going to scroll through first and then see if something stands out. So I still really like FET. I mean, we're still, I think we're kind of at a line right now. So I like my take profit here. It looks strong, but I still like that I took profit, and because we need to break through that. Looks good enough to me. Yeah, I just want to see continuation. I want to see us continue breaking up. Strength across the board. Like, would I re-add to this though? I don't know. I'd probably end up just playing something else. I already have my moon bag. I don't mind it. I mean, I'd probably just target where I was trading up before, up here somewhere. Something like this. And then if it keeps going, potential runner. So I'm going to put this trade idea on. I mean, I already took this trade once for a win now, so I don't want to just jump back in now or anything like that, but I'm going to look for it. Yeah, I'm just going to stay on the daily chart for now. All right, so that's Fed. I'm just gonna. My list is in a random order at the moment. I'm gonna go with it. I don't mind a little randomness. That's Pepe. It looks kind of similar. This is Rune. Looks scary. Like, I don't even want to look at that anymore. The graph. Scary. Sui. Wow. Oh, not you. I said the S word. Okay, so... Wow. This looks like Bitcoin, kind of. This looks like a good chart. Okay. Well, I don't know. The ways that I would play this, I'm not really sure. I don't have any strong conviction in it, so I don't think I'd be able to get a trade out of it. Even if I wanted to. But, yeah, because I would want to buy a dip. I wouldn't want to buy a breakout on the altcoin like this. Right there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why this is pumping so much. If there's any news around it or what. I don't know anything about Sui. We'll put on the weekly. But looking good. Yeah, I don't know how I would get a trade in this. Just have to have a really loose stop loss. Wait for a retest. Maybe. Even like 50% of that. So what is that? A weekly? Let's go on the daily. I don't know. From these lows. Maybe like a 50% of that. I'm actually going to put an alert on this if we get this retest. You know what? I could also just use a Fibonacci, like a regular Fibonacci. How about that? There we go. Yeah, maybe I would just look for a retest anywhere down here. $50 plus. I like that because before I was going to say the 50% of the move, and now I'm thinking 50 or even a little deeper. Alright, well, I got an alert on it now. Turbo. Wow, actually doing well too. I like Turbo because I was our original holder of it. Vulcan, nope. That looks scary. That looks like a... Wow, quite the cycle there. Is it that easy, guys? I have no clue what this coin is. But could it be that easy? How much time goes by in between these? More than a year. Under a year. Interesting. That's a weird chart. I'm just gonna keep going. Let's see, Doge. Yeah, but no. I don't want to buy Doge just because too much news with Elon supporting it and everything, all the US news, I feel like could somehow affect Doge, and so it's just one I'm kind of staying out of. But I mean, you know, this could be argued as a good risk to reward. If I was bullish on the overall market and didn't care about specific ties to it, something like that. I mean, I actually don't mind that. I mean, Doge is Doge. In my mind, Doge is more than what it's become, but here, I'll just put this full screen. I should have done that earlier. So, I mean, 30%. I mean, I could argue something like this, but the time frame could be too long if it started going sideways. I don't know. If it does start to pump, though, I could see it going. Nope, not interested in INJ. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. All right, so XLM. Wow, that already pumped pretty hard, huh? With XRP. Yeah, I'm not that interested, but it doesn't look that bad. It's crazy how it's always had that kind of pump. I wonder why. Optimism. I'm a optimistic optimismer, but nothing but pain. Was trending higher and higher and higher, broke down back to the lows. I mean, it's not the craziest, but trying to catch the bottom on these just isn't really what I'd want to do, so there's no way I'm getting in something like this right now. I'd want to see the strength, and for now I think it's going to be ETH first before something like OP, so I'd rather just have ETH. Let's keep going. Cody. Death chop down here. But I swear, actually, that's kind of how Cody trades. I've traded Cody before, and man, but not on, I guess it was before Coinbase. Where did I trade Cody? Let's see if I can find an older chart of this. I mean, I guess maybe Binance. Let's try Binance. And when did I trade this? It might have been before this chart too. I don't really remember. Unless that's when it started. It must have been in this area here. 2023. It must have been in this chop. It was a choppy area, but I had some good runs on it. For some reason I just have good memories trading Cody. So that's something I might look at. I mean, just looking at the kind of range it's in right now, not the worst risk versus reward, but if it does keep moving, I guess I'd have to end up with tighter risk than these previous lows. So yeah, I'd have to look at a lower time frame. Let's actually look at this right now. I'm kind of curious. All right, so we kind of have a clean area it's been trading in. On the daily, I could just say from this dip to that high, to kind of an estimate. So if it breaks out of here, I might actually be interested. I have to keep it tight. I'm gonna put an alert on it just for fun. I'm gonna try to keep going though. I don't want to get stuck on anything right now too long. I'm just trying to look at everything because I really don't want to end up. I don't want to convince myself. I don't want to like search for a trade right now. I feel good. I have exposure right now, 51%. Chainlink versus Bitcoin. That looks rough. Okay, Floki. It's getting a little pumpage. Seeing them moving like this is really good. Gives me hope. Nasdaq, not a shitcoin, but trades like a shitcoin sometimes. Crow. I forget, is this like the crypto.com's crypto? SNX. Avalanche. I mean, could kind of argue for looking for trend reversals. Maybe I should be looking at some EMAs on these. Put it in perspective. Yeah. I really don't like to do like mean reversion trades or reversals. I'd much rather breakouts. Arbitrum, Link. What do we got here? Okay, holding mid. So that would have been a good trade from these lows to the mid. If I could have gotten anywhere there. I like that trade right there. 13%, risking 6%. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in and out in a week. I like that. So we are testing this mid. So I had this other trade idea. Looking for this, for continuation. If we're going to test these highs again, looking for them to break. I don't mind it. I just don't know how long I'd want to get in a link trade. I'd want to have a tight stop. So pretty much instead of this stop, I'd rather have like a tight stop like this and higher risk. Maker, I'm just going to move away from link. Last thing I want to do is become a link holder again right now. Litecoin, meh. Well, it's probably better to look at more recent price action with it. So like looking at this pump, I could imagine having wanted to long these lows back to like the mid. I like that trade. I didn't take it. That's still in the weekly chart too. So let's go to the daily. Yeah, that was quite this steal down there. Let's go to the 4 hour. So now we're like in the middle of this bigger range. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to buy Litecoin. I don't mind it though as much as I thought. It's actually a little better than I thought to me. If I'm just like wanting to have a diverse portfolio and exposure, I can imagine wanting to have a little Litecoin or putting on a position. But I'd want a loose stop with it. That's 27% right there. So yeah, I would have wanted to get in lower pretty much. Anywhere down here. That point of control would be nice. Alright, I'm going to keep going. I don't want to get stuck. But yeah, so I guess, I don't know, the longer I stay on one, probably the better I like it. So, actually I think I kind of like that one. Alright, so I'm actually going to, what did I say? Litecoin I liked, and what else did I like? Link. Oh, and I kind of like Doge in a weird way. And I was oddly interested in Cody. Okay, ETH versus Bitcoin. Oh, that's a futures contract. Just gonna skip over it. Spell token, some random crap coin. Lido. XRP. I like this. I like this price action right now. Higher highs, higher lows on the daily chart, on the 4 hour. So far so good. Already holding XRP though, not looking to add anymore. Binance. I'm just so used to holding Binance in the past. I used to hold Binance to get lower fees on Binance. Alright, so this Binance chart I have was looking to buy the lows down here. Still haven't gotten it. I have an alert actually, okay. And thinking about this bigger range. Man, if Binance comes back down here, I don't know if I'd have the guts to buy it at this point, but maybe I would. Having the alert. Be something like this. Don't mind that. Wait, so dot wrecked. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 Inu. Scary Town. Bitcoin, nice. So much nicer. Solana. Still nicer than tons of this crap. Fartcoin. Alright, here we go. Finally, the one I've been missing out on. It still looks really good, but I'm not gonna just jump in now. Getting these breakouts. I mean, pretty much as it's getting the breakout, it's like as if I should just long it, but could it be that easy? I have to have my stop below here, so it's like a 1-to-1 trade. I don't really like that. Unless I like tightened up my stop. I don't even think Fartcoin is on Kraken, so this account I just have on Kraken right now. But I've already missed it so many times. I don't want to like FOMO in and chase it. Okay, Matic, I'm going to keep rolling. I just want to see my list. That looks rickety wrecked. Peanut. Oh my god. Oh, Poloniacs. Alright. Back to Cody. I, for some reason, want to trade Cody. Isn't that weird? I had a range with it like this, I remember, where I just crushed it and hit it a few times real good. I have to buy this retest. I'm actually going to put an alert down here because I don't know why. I might just do it for fun with a really small position. For good old time's sake, depending what the market looks like. Otherwise, it would make more sense to probably trade something else than this. Oh, look, I had the alert already put on for the breakout. Okay. Word. Well, I guess there's probably a lot more altcoins I could be looking at instead of my random list I have here, but I kind of like my random list. I do have another list. Let's see. This is just a little bit smaller list. Oh, okay. We didn't have whiff on here. More meme coins. Not that interested. Sui is just pumping, huh? Interesting that Floki's pumping a little bit. I'm interested in Doge, but I just can't do it right now with the politics. Man, I want to be a Link Marine. Alright, Maker. I want to believe. That's the thing, I want to believe. And so that scares me. I would love to believe though. Like with this type of trade, I guess I'd have to trade the breakout. Just keep a tight stop loss here. I could just see, like, with the alt like this, I'd want a looser stop loss. I'm not gonna lie. Which means much lower size. Maybe even like that. I'm actually gonna put a alert on this, and I probably wouldn't take the trade, but it will kind of just help keep me in touch with the market, I think, getting these alerts and wanting to check. I could get bullish Cardano. I just think it's one that could continue to do well if the overall market does well. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. Something that might outperform Bitcoin if we do get some good rallies. I don't know what that is. It's pumping a little bit, but it's just down so much that it's not hard to pump when they're down that low, right? Sweet. Oh, there's more. I'm just scrolling through these. I don't know. Arbitrum. Most of these we already looked at. NMR. Looks rare. Oh, Tron. Okay. That's just Tron market cap. I want to actually look at Tron. And I wonder what actually happened with the ohm. That's just such a crazy dump. It got rugged. Okay, I want to look at Tron. mean, I can get down with this. I mean, I'd say having the stop loss here and buying the breakout is probably the safest way to do it. But if I'm bullish, I'm bullish. And I would do something like this. But dividing the position into 3 parts and just trying to buy it a little cheaper if I can. Man, I don't mind that at all. Let's do the week. Huh. Scare. I mean, maybe. I don't know if I should look for a deeper retrace. Let's put some fibs on it. That's hilarious. It's at the 618 right now. I mean, it retraced. So I could see this either continuing to kind of chop here for a while, or depending on market conditions, if everything starts ripping, I think this is primed. So maybe this is the type of thing I want to have like a small position of. I'm actually going to switch charts. I'm actually more serious about Tron. So I'm going to put on the Kraken chart. And it's not on Kraken, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Here we go. I'm interested in this. Like, I want to set some stink bids. Or maybe I just set an alert. Something like this. It's almost a 1-to-1. I prefer the stop right at the bottom of this first impulse candle here. Well, not the first one, but this one. Since this one already got tested. Still almost 1-to-1. And then maybe I have a stink bid down here, or whatever, not even really stink bid, but maybe I could get filled partial third or half there. I like that better. But I'm interested in this, so I don't know. I'm gonna set a few alerts. I might just get a little bit. Going back to low time frame on it to 4 hour. It's just too choppy though for me to want to just have a tight stop. I mean, that's about the type of R&R I get on a lot of my trades. That is a 4 hour chart. I could argue something like this, but something like that. All right, well, I'm going to leave this with some alerts on it. I'm going to do a breakout alert too. And I think that's going to be it for today pretty much. So I got my positions rolling in all the same positions. We did take some profit on the one swing trade on FET. So let's see if Bitcoin can break out of this 4-hour chop here. I'm actually going to set some alerts. If Bitcoin breaks out of here, I'm going to be very happy. Part of me wants to buy that Tron position, but I'll be patient for now. Looking real quick at S&P 500. Wow. Oh, that's 5-minute chart. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the hourly. Holy moly. It's ripping right now. Oh, Bitcoin's chopping. I'm gonna put this on NASDAQ. Ripping. Wow. All right, that is bullish. Yeah, Bitcoin's just going sideways though. Yo, what up, session flow? Sai Condetti. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at too right now. Sai Condetti, what is trading? That's pretty much right where I'm at. But yeah, so I think that's wrapping it up. The account is pretty much back at break even now. $4,010. So I'm resisting the urge to buy Tron, and I'll just let these positions play out. If I did buy it, it'd be a small position anyways. I'm gonna add it to my favorites too. Let's see. TRX. How trading works, you could probably find a lot of videos of people who wanted to break it down if you search for YouTube, because I'm getting off. So yeah, if we come back down, I'm gonna set an alert down at the lows again. I might buy something down here. Buy a dip, or maybe look at that Tron position again or something like that. If we dip down and then break back into it, everyone would be so bearish too, I bet, down there. So, I mean, what I'm doing is pretty much on, if I think the market's strong, I'm buying the dip, pretty much. So that's what I've been doing overall, swing trading crypto. So my understanding of how the market works is coming from a very basic perspective of what's worked for me. And that is buying the dip with loose stop losses for crypto. If Bitcoin looks good, making breakouts, then sometimes I'll be longing altcoins because I feel like I can get better reward for the risk from them, kind of the more leveraged. And that's pretty much it. If I can outperform Bitcoin, then I feel really good. And more thinking about it though as like a longer term thing. So I kind of think about my portfolio as a whole and I'm managing it. But that's just I'm in no way trying to give advice on like how to trade, more just documenting my own journey here. So that's pretty much what I've been doing here. And right now this account that I'm trading publicly, only for like less than 2 months now, is pretty much right at break even now. It was down, we're back up at break even, and the market's been looking good though. So we just had this winning trade in FET, and hopefully we can keep going here. But I'm waiting. I'm at what, 51% exposure right now, so I still have 49% USD. So I'm prepared for us to go down further if I need. Otherwise, I have some exposure right now. So, and it's funny how different like I more think about what my exposure is at with my crypto accounts than I am like thinking about like trade by trade compared to like day trading. Like I'll sell one position here to add on to another position, or if I like one thing better, then I'll switch them around. But with my day trading, I've been trying to just like trade a idea, like one trade idea. All right, guys. So I already did all my stuff though. I just wanted to check into my portfolio. There's going to be better videos, Sai. I mean, the real basics in my understanding are, you know, there's buyers and sellers. And what do people consider is the right price for something, right? So the auction happens and there's going to be buyers and sellers more interested at different areas, and that's going to be kind of like support and resistance. And so I'm looking for where, if it's like, if we're breaking up and there's even more buyers and we're getting a breakout and we're having a new high, then, and they're still buying, then that's kind of like a position I'm taking. Or if we're kind of testing a previous area where there's support and there's a lot of buying, and then I'm buying that. So with crypto, I've more bought the dip though than buying breakouts. So I'm more used to like looking at the daily chart and waiting for a retest and holding for longer periods of time with really loose stop losses. And being able to hold long enough with big enough stop losses to weather the storm and survive until we have really good conditions. And when the conditions are good, I just kind of start to step on the gas pedal a little bit. As we get into serious bull runs, a lot of times I just slowly start to size up more and more and more. And if we get a real run, you know, lasting many months, then hopefully at some point during that time frame I can capitalize on it. And that's kind of been how I've made the most, has been when I just weathered the storm and survived, and I had exposure at the right time. So I don't know, I don't think I'm particularly a good trader or anything like that, but I was able to hold some positions for some pretty good runs and pretty much free roll my bag from the beginning, from 2017. So when I first started trading, Bitcoin was all the way down here. So I saw Bitcoin was above 1,000. I forget when it was, sometime in 2017. I saw that it was above 1,000. And then I bought a little bit, probably somewhere in the 2000s, and started adding to it through the rest of the year. and managed to become a day trader, of course, all of a sudden, at the top here, and flipped it a few times. It was moving so quick, I flipped it a few times, my bag, and I lost it. Where is it? Oh, I went down to the 4 hour. Here we go. So pretty much did well. This very end of January, I mean of 2017, of December, or whenever this was, there was some days in here. I think it was the first push up, but this one day I made like 3 or 4 or 5 day trades, but it was just like really quick. It was just like I sold, but then it flickered down $1,000 or $2,000, and I bought it again, and it did it a few times. And I think that's when I was really hooked on like actually the trading part, because I realized that I could make so much more than what I made just holding right there by trading it. But then what happened was I pretty much gave it all back in 2018. So I kept thinking the dip was going to be there, and I started buying like in 18,000s pretty much. Yeah, so pretty quick. So I had pretty much cashed out at the top, and then I don't know where I bought. I guess maybe it wasn't 18,000, but at some point I bought in here again. Maybe it was 13,000. But I bought probably like in here or at this pump right there, 15,000. But I started buying again, and then I pretty much started buying every dip, thinking it was gonna be the last dip. And then I alled in everything I had at $5,000 right here on March 12th. I remember that date very specifically. Oh, that was in 2020, right here. But yeah, so I definitely feel like I got lucky kind of timing wise when I got back into Bitcoin. But also I feel like also what helped me was my ability to hold. I wasn't risking more than I could afford to lose. I was starting small. I had conviction, and I was just buying and holding in the beginning, so that worked for me. And then I pretty much bought ICOs, and I started trading altcoins, and I decided that I really want to learn how to trade, and I started studying in 2019 primarily, and 2018 as well. And then I kind of was like, I had some profitable stints of just more swing trading, but some trades less than a day probably. So I started trading more frequently, I guess is the point, and was able to hold some positions through these rallies in 2019, end of 2020 was trading all of that. So pretty much getting leveraged up as we were pumping, and yeah, so I had pretty much managed to stay in this whole time. So to me, this is crazy, Bitcoin being at 95,000. It's just insane that it's casually trading at 95,000 and holding these prices. That's really bullish to me, pretty much. I feel very bullish. Also, DeFi summer was crazy, and definitely primarily have focused on altcoins pretty much since 2019, but have always had Bitcoin be like a core part of my crypto bag. So I'll be wanting to outperform Bitcoin though, so if I have good trades, I'll definitely scale back on Bitcoin. But a lot of times I like to try to hold for a good part of a Bitcoin move, and then look for alts, look for the rotation. I don't know if it's really working the same way anymore. That's what I always felt like before, like Bitcoin first and then rotating from large cap down, pretty much basic idea there. And so I'd kind of start, if we're in a rally, I'd start with Bitcoin and then slowly start to buy more. But yeah, with crypto for me, it's mostly just been my ability to hold, and I think that I'm using money that I already made from trading makes it easier for me, you know. So that's, you know, it could be very different, but it's pretty much allowed me to hold positions for a long time, hold positions underwater, and kind of bought me time to learn how to trade a little better. But not even learn how to trade better, but learn how to manage my risk, learn how to preserve my capital, and not take bigger losses. So I've taken huge losses, but I've never fully gotten out of the game. I've never fully gone back to zero. It felt like it was close, and then I sell all my little bags I have, all my partials, and end up with enough to keep going, pretty much. That's how it's always been. But yeah, so I already looked up my stuff. Just went off on a rant from that question. But yeah, for basic trading stuff, there's so many resources out there, books and YouTube and stuff. So that's an endless path you could go down. But yeah, guys, so I'm happy here. I wouldn't mind buying a couple things, but I'm going to be patient. I'm at 51% exposure, and I'm totally cool with that right now. And partly because we've taken some profits. So I was at 75% exposure. So the fact that we went from 75 to 50 while we're pumping, I like that. Take some profit, and yeah, I wouldn't mind some lower time frame trades, but I'm not going to take them at night. I don't think so. Maybe I'll be looking more during tomorrow or Friday, even though I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow and Friday. But so yeah, maybe Monday, maybe next week. But if everything's looking really good, then maybe I enter a really small position tomorrow or Friday. But I kind of want to trade this whole account on stream, so we'll see, because I'm not going to be at my streaming computer. But all right, guys, well, I'm going to get off there, and that's going to be it. I'm just monitoring my positions, being accountable, jumping on stream and doing it. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and definitely read the disclosure at the end, guys. This is not for advice or anything. I'm just really documenting my own trades and documenting my growth and doing it all transparently. So all right, peace, session flow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm not on. I'm gonna be heading to the boot camp thing in Tampa, but I'll report back. I'll take some little video clips. Hopefully I can sneak some videos while I'm there and share them on Discord. I hope you did good today. You traded today, right? Or you locked out early? I don't really remember now. Yeah, you locked up early, right? Yeah, but it's a good day. Nice. That's what's up. Yeah, I traded a little bit more after I got off stream, and I put some accounts up. I put a little extra, only evals. I put a little extra in some of them, and then I blew a few. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. But still locked in a bunch of green today. Mostly not evals, but still up unfunded too. But yeah, NQ is crazy right now. Wild breakout. Alright, guys, well, that's going to do it. I will see everyone soon, and I'll be keeping it up to date here. I'm gonna do some other types of videos too. I'm playing around right now with some 3commas bots. So I have a bot running. It's just, I use ChatGPT to make a Pine script, and of course it's getting wrecked right now. I'm pretty sure. So this is just on the demo account though. Let's see, Signal bot. Yeah, it's down almost $3,000. Oh, that one's up right now though, and that finally took a trade. That's the first trade on that one. But yeah, this one took 19 trades and it's down 3,000, risking at most 200 per trade. It's what it's supposed to. So yeah, that's getting rickety wrecked. How do I actually see the trades? Let's see. View smart trades. Has it won any trades yet? Okay, it's actually in a trade right now. All right. How do I see the past trades? Oh, here we go. History. Oh, it's in one right now. Lost 355, 405, made 38. Yeah, so it's been losing more than 200. It's supposed to be programmed to not lose more than 200. Oh man, this thing's been getting tossed. It's been making like $60, $81, and losing 200. Interesting. You did one trade in Globex a little bit, but you only used one micro because it was on TPT Pro. Alright, have a good night, man. Any videos would be cool, honestly, whatever they are. You're just trading one micro last 2 days. Pass your TPT. Yeah, I haven't moved my TPT into a pro account yet. And because they're saying that I need to pay the activation fee, but it should be no activation fee. So I'm waiting to get a response from them. So I'm just trying to be patient. But yeah, I like that you're going to just one micro. I'm trying to I don't know, did you see I posted in the Discord my trading plan, but I'm going to try to be extra strict. So I was like sharing that plan and trade all my accounts like with the minimum like requirements to take trade, pretty much trying to limit my trades and trying to take like one trade a day per account, because I have like, what do I have, 5 Top Step, 1 TPT, 5 take profit traders, so that's 11. I have 2 PAs, so I have 13 accounts right now. So that's a lot of trades already. So it's like, yeah, I might as well limit one per account, and I can just cycle through the accounts, and each set of each firm used for different strategies. So that's my plan right now, but I'm going to try to keep it really tight too. But I'm not going to trade tomorrow or the next day. I will be at the seminar thing, the trading boot camp. But yeah, man, have a good night. All right, guys, take it easy, everyone. I'm gonna watch this bot, guys. This bot is getting wrecked, but it is what it is. It's at least it's winning some trades. It could be worse, right? So maybe I'll look at the code and talk to ChatGPT and see if I can make it better. But I'm gonna do that in the videos. So I'll have those videos out soon, and it'll be fun to at least follow along with it, I think. So, all right, guys, take it easy. I will see you soon. Peace out. See ya. Ciao, cacao. Peace. See ya.